Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early and try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Hooker's going to throw it. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Hooker now off play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
65 cat, 65 cat. Dragon 60.
Now Hooker. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They have a great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up, because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. A give right side for Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just another 31 following the run back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8. Hooker. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. The Raiders at a woeful 2-9 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right...
And he's in! Touchdown! Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead is Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, now the ball comes loose. One of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere.
the 6. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 85 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Ready up. 18, 5 here.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-8. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. First down throw here. It's Hooker. The swing right out wide to Jacobs. Oh, what a juke into space. And in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
19.
Hooker now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Well, he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing. Hooker. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Jacobs is going to have the Raiders first down as they get this out past the 35-yard line. Hooker on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
Looking to throw. Hooker. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would...
Travis Kelce! Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They find some open. There he goes left side. And finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
160 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6.
Trap 19! Trap 60! Trap 60! Hey, Crash!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now!
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's got Hooper on the short connection.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So important here as they ride their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Chase Lucas. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hooker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Hooker now on play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a solid run down inside the 30. 170 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Hooker now, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. It's picked up alive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Chiefs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So just a remarkable turn of events there. A chance to add on to this 4th quarter lead. Not only is that squandered, but now we've got a brand new game.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, they came to the all-out rush because they had to at this point of the game. Not only did they get in there and block it, but how about the fortuitous bounce, and then it's off to the races the other way.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Here's Hooker to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Here's Hooker. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Ready, go!
They go with Jacobs. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes. Takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Mahomes will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Robert Spillane.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, tight.
Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hooker. Now incomplete to Trey Tucker.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Bobcat, 6 Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing here is Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Now Hooker. Caught out right by
throw. Here's second down. On second down, Jacobs.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ready, set.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
On the ball, on the ball.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
Hey, check that. Check, Panther.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders escape with a victory. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire...